All right, hey guys, Jason here, Samco Workshop. Today we're going to be talking a little bit while I'm cleaning the car, but we're going to talk about this recall that Toyota has that they have going on right now. So we know the recall's here. I'll show you some information here as I'm kind of talking down in the bottom. But so the recall states that there's metal shavings in the actual engine, and that can cause some problems. And there's some issues with that. So they're going to recall 100,000 of these Tundras and Lexus vehicles. We already know that. What are they going to do with this recall? That's what we're waiting to find out. They say you'll be notified by July if you own one. Thank God Toyota's jumping on it. So we're happy about that Toyota is actually doing something about it. That's a very good thing. But what are they going to do about it is the key. What are we going to, are they going to do crate motors? Are they going to, are they going to still do short blocks? Are they going to change anything like that at all? What are they just going to be something where they're going to do, they're going to basically bring your vehicle in and flush the oil out to flush out any of the oil that's in there and get rid of any metal particles, and then turn around and put it, put new oil in it with a heavier weight oil? Are they going to change it from an OW weight to a 20 or 30 weight oil? What are we going to do with this? What is their plan? That we don't know. We're going to have to wait and see. The way Toyota handled things in the past is not how they're going to handle things now in the future, okay? Those days have come and gone. So we know Toyota in the past is not Toyota of the future anymore. So what will the outcome of this be? What do you want to see? If you own a Tundra or a Lexus and you're having this issue, what's going to make you sleep better at night? What's going to make you feel comfortable that Toyota can do for you that's going to be worth it to make you feel good about your purchase? That's the things that we want to know. That's the key here. Are they going to, if it becomes a problem and the actual motor goes out, are they going to go to crate engines? Well, let's think about the factor of what they got. If they got let's look at worst case scenario. 100,000 trucks recalled. Let's say that half of them, so let's say 50,000 of them need new motors, okay? There's only 15,000 Toyota dealers in the state, okay? And if they got to do recalls on 50,000 vehicles with these motors in them, and they got to do short blocks on them, which could take, by the time, because it's not just a matter of having a short block there and then getting a short block, plugging a short block in, transferring everything over and done, because if the vehicle's to a point where it needs a short block, there's probably head damage, there's cylinder damage, there's gasket damage, there's all kinds of things. There's metal shavings in places there shouldn't be, and it's too bad. So there may be other components that have to be ordered. So they do a short block, but then while they rip it down, they inspect everything, they figure out what needs to be done, and then they have to order all those parts, wait for those. Point being, if you got 15,000 Toyota dealers and all of them are waiting, or all of them have to do 50,000 short block changes, again, worst case scenario, but let's say they got to do that, and they have to rip them all down. That's taking up so many bays in that service department there that it's taking up so much space and time for that stuff, and they're sitting there for, it's still a minimum of a 2-week job. Okay, anyway, cut it. It's a minimum 2-week job to do the short block replacement and check the parts and get the parts needed that are also damaged, where they could do a crate engine in 1 day. Okay, they could pull the cab off the Tundra, swap the motor out, put a brand new crate engine in, double check everything by the next day, day and a half max, and that thing is done, out the door, and never have a problem again. Will Toyota do that? Will they just continue running the short blocks? Like I said, what are they going to do when they recall all these? It's only been a 0.04% of failures that we've seen from the Tundras, yet they're recalling 100,000 of them. They sold more than 100,000. Why is only 100,000 being recalled? Was it just an issue during that time? We know nothing. They're not giving us any information. Where is Toyota right now telling us more specifics on this? All they're telling us is that there's a, that there's a call, or they're going to issue a recall, and it's for 100,000 of them, and there's no remedy picked yet. They don't know what they're going to do. Well, that's just, I get it, but and we're going to be notified by July, so you got to wait 2 months to know and figure out what this is. Why? Why is this not being solved a little quicker? Why are we being kept in the dark as to what's happening? And if you own one of these vehicles, it's probably pretty upsetting to deal with this and to wonder and be left in the dirt wondering what they're going to do. Again, Could it be that Toyota is basically going to, you know, could they shorthand us all and just say, well, we're going to bring your vehicle in, and then what we're going to do is flush the motor out. We're going to flush it, and then we're going to tell you and make you use a bitter or a heavier oil so that it at least gets through to maybe makes it to 100,000 miles without any problems because of the thicker oil, and we flushed it out. Is that what they're going to do? We don't know, but I'm curious what you want to hear them do for you, what you're after. While we're at it, quick tip for you guys, just a little part tip in here. This is not glass cleaner that I'm using in here. This is not this. Trick I learned many years ago, and I can't tell you where nothing works better. This is a little bit of Dawn dish soap, like a little squirt of Dawn dish soap in water in this bottle. It is the best window cleaner. Run a 2-rag system. This rag here is the one you spray it on and wash with. As you saw, I'll do it again here. Can you see this window? Yeah. So you spray it on, okay? It's Dawn dish soap and water. Spray it on. Move it around, get your corners real good, okay, with this rag. Put it on, like that, okay? And then you give it a minute, okay? It's just Dawn dish soap and water. It works. We use it on the house windows. I use it on every window. I use it on everything. That's all there is. Again, I spent 5 years as a professional pressure washer. We learned all these tricks. Then this is a dry rag, okay, that came out of this pocket. And then you just buff it real quick like you would wax. Right there like that, and it is done. Streak-free and flawless, okay? It is a simple 2-system thing. Dawn dish soap, dry rag, and your initial cleaning rag. That's all you need on there. Another tip for you too, I'll bring you guys over here for a second. If you look at how nice my wheel wells look on there. You can see them, I'm thinking you can. Okay, remember this truck yesterday was buried all the way up to the frame in mud. I had to use a winch to get it out of there. Look at how nice all that looks in there. Underneath in the wheel wells, you can see, I'm sorry, I got a tripod, so I can't get too crazy here. But you can see how well those look. All of that stuff is cleaned with this stuff right here. Let me get where you can see me. Okay, so what it is this in a bottle right here. Okay, it is Dark Fury. I make it in my own bottle, but I mix this stuff about 5 to 1, okay? So 5 gallons, 1 gallon makes 5 gallons of this stuff, and it's 20 bucks a gallon. It's right here, it's Superior Auto Care Dark Fury. It's kind of an acidic wheel cleaner is what it is. It says right on here, body shop safe wheel and bug cleaner, okay? But it will take wax off. But this stuff is what I use to clean all of that mud. It basically eats the mud off of everything underneath there suspension-wise and keeps your vehicle looking nice. So just a little side note tip for you while we're doing this video. But again, I want to know what you guys think. I want to know where you stand. You have these vehicles. Everybody's saying that they're losing sleep. They're worried about it. What's going to happen? What is it that you want Toyota to do for you to make you feel better about your purchase? Would a crate engine do that? I'm assuming so. I would imagine that if Toyota said to you guys, you know, if you're, okay, so let's say that your engine's experiencing major problems. If it's not, maybe the oil flush and a heavier weight oil might be the case, but let's say you're experiencing issues. I'm pretty sure you would love to hear Toyota say, bring it in, they check it out, and then they tell you we're giving you a brand new crate engine. It'll be here next week. Bring it in on next Wednesday. We'll have it to you on next Thursday with a brand new motor in it. No issues from the tech screwing things up. No human error. No things being left around the parts that automatically collect dust and debris from everything else happening, and exhaust particles and things that are going to become a problem in these. It's not like they're built in a factory where they're in, you know, when you have to rip a whole entire motor apart and lay it out for 2 weeks. That's a lot of problems, okay? You're not being cleaned right. They're not taken care of right. There's no tech in the world that will put everything back and reroute every wire and every line and everything and every wiring harness exactly as it was before, okay? People are going to argue that. Okay, well, you know what? I was ASE certified for 7 years. That's what we did as well, too. And I'll tell you what, it's just not possible. Nobody's going to do that and put it back exactly the way it was. Okay, it's just not going to happen. So having a crate motor is definitely the way to go. Will Toyota step up and do it? I'm hoping. I'm really hoping. I don't believe it, but I'm hoping. I'm hoping for your sake and then for all of us to put a little dignity back into it. Toyota has been a mess for the last couple of years. They have been just cheating their customers, screwing their customers out of, you know, all kinds of different things, and it's just not been good. It's been a big middle finger from Toyota to all of us. Hopefully, this is a step in the right direction where I mean, they didn't bounce on this recall pretty quick, okay? Yeah, these trucks have had some failures, but now that more and more are popping up, Toyota is jumping on it pretty fast. And it was voluntary. Not that NHTSA had to get involved, not that the feds did. This is voluntary recall. They're choosing this, so good on Toyota for that. Will they pull through? Will they follow through and give us, the people that need it, a crate motor, it would think of, I mean, even the dealerships have to be pushing for a crate motor. Okay, the dealerships have to be like, look, I got 25 of these trucks that need motors. I can't have them taking up my entire service department for weeks on end. Give us a crate motor so I can spit them in and out in 1 or 2 days and they're gone. And then what about the failure rate of these? Okay, we already know out of the ones that have failed, it's like something like, I don't remember, but it's like 10 or 15% of the ones they've had to replace the short block on, they're shot already. They're no good. Okay, they have problems already. They're coming back second and third motors because of the techs can't put them together right. And I don't mean that bad to the techs. This is asking a lot. Okay, these motors are very complex, there is a reason that they are built and assembled and ready in crates, and there's a reason that this is the way it's supposed to be. They are not designed for the average tech in any shop to be able to rip them apart, put them back together, and then have them work for another 100,000 miles. And remember, most of these Tundras and these Lexuses are going down at low mile ratings. They're low mile drop-offs, and when that happens, we got real problems, because if you have a vehicle, that's the second time with this guy, hang on. But this is, some of these guys, this is the second and third time that their engines have gone down in under 50,000 miles. Most of them are going down 10,000 miles. If you got one that goes down, if I had a 5,000 mile truck that I just paid 80 grand for, and the motor falls out of it, and then you're telling me that you're not going to give me a brand new motor in it, I got to have a tech rebuild it. You think I'm getting 100,000 miles out of that? No, you know what is going to happen with that? If that's what they told me, exactly what's going to happen, that motor is being sold literally the very next day I pick it there. That truck is being sold literally the very next day I pick it up from the dealership. It is sold if they wouldn't give me a crate motor. That's mine. That's my opinion, but that's how I feel. I don't even know if I washed this window yet or not, but that's how I feel myself. I would not tolerate it. So how do you feel? What is it you're looking for from Toyota? Put it in the comments. Let's let Toyota know what's going on. There's a lot of great videos on this stuff out there. Let's give them your input. Now, what if they do say that they come back and they say every one of these Tundras, every one of these trucks that have these motors, every one of them is getting a new short block. Let's just say they come back and say it. You're all getting a new short block if you had problems. Should you go get it done right away, or should you wait? My advice would be to wait. Now, why do I say that? If they're going to continue doing the short block replacement, they're going to do it on a much bigger scale. There's going to be a short time right when they open that window. Let's say it's in August that they start doing these. During that month of August and September, they're going to do hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of these replacements. Let those happen first, because I have a feeling that if they're replacing all these short blocks, what will happen is they're going to do these replacements first. And then when they do these replacements and they send them back to the customers, they're going to blow up again, just like we're seeing happening. And when that happens enough times, Toyota is going to say, you know what? It's not possible for the techs to put it back like it's supposed to. We're sending them short blocks. They're fixing it, but then it's blowing up again. We can't deal with this. So let's just send them all crate motors now. So, but if you didn't get a crate motor and you went in early and you got your fix done early, and then yours is doing okay, you may not get the crate motor. So my advice would be hold on and let some of this stuff happen, and maybe if they're doing short block only, maybe Toyota will change their mind and you'll end up getting a crate motor when they realize that the short blocks keep failing. So anyway, put your thoughts down below. This is for you. I want to hear what you have to say. As always, thanks for watching.